Hey guys, what's up? So I received at least about like 2 emails this week asking, people were asking, they're like, John, what can I do to make my sketches come out better? So here's the thing. This is a quick, very not very detailed example that I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go more into it on next week, but I wanted to address this quickly, but just based on me not having enough time today to actually do it the full way that I'm going to next week, I just didn't want to leave people hanging, so I decided, I was like, well, I'll go ahead and I will do an example of what I'll be talking about next week, if that makes any sense. Sorry, I'm trying to put it together. So yeah, anyway, so also too, I apologize for not being able to shoot. Usually when I shoot my tutorial videos, I try to shoot them in HD with the back camera, but I'm having crazy problems with my internet. It's taking forever to upload the video. So this is actually the second time I'm doing the video, so I'm just reshooting with the front camera because it uploads a lot quicker. So, but next week when I do this actual tutorial, it will be in HD. So please forgive these 2 sidebars or whatever. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you guys to try to imagine, and I'm going to talk about this whole thing a little bit more next week too, but just try to imagine, like try to focus, close your eyes, try to focus on what you see in your mind. Like try your best to just get a good grip on it. Okay. Then I want you to try to view it as in the most basic shapes that you can try to think of. Just try to think of like a child drawing what you're imagining. So, for instance, I picked a hand, okay, to try to draw for this. Okay, so as you can see, that is very, very, very simple. So, like I said, please don't judge this stuff too hard, just because this is just an example of what I'm going to be doing next week. But anyway, so let me just show you that one more time. So as you can see, it's very simple. There's nothing special really about it. It's very simple. Okay, but here's the thing. Once you do that, then if you've been using Sketchbook, you already know how to create like a new layer and all that stuff. So what I want you to do is we create another layer, and what you do is you drop the opacity on with the first layer. This is really annoying that I can't show. Okay, so the first layer, which is this layer, I want you to drop the opacity on that one, and then on top of that layer, then I want you to draw the hand again. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but let me see if I can do this. Okay, let me turn that back one off. Okay, so that's the second layer, and you just trace on top of the first layer. Just kind of trace it out, but just try to kind of define a little bit more. Just try your best to make it look more like a hand. So the crazy like things, you know, like the lines that were kind of just stretching way out of proportion and stuff, just try your best to try to push them back in a little bit, and just, you know, try to just imagine it like clay, just trying to shape stuff. Okay, so then once you do that, then you make a new layer, which is the third layer, and then you draw on top of that, and you try to form it a little more, try to form it to make it look a little bit better. So as you can see, you can still see the other layer back there, and if I turn that off, then you can see the hand looks much better. Now, mind you, again, these are really bad sketches, but that's just something that you guys can try. And here, let me do this. So this would actually be pretty good if I can do this. This will give you a better example of what I'm talking about. So I apologize that I don't have my regular setup for today, but you know, that happens. So by the way, you guys, I did order my new tablet, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, and you guys will see it next week. So, but I am very excited about it. So hopefully you guys will be watching for that video. Okay, here we go. So, as you can see, this is the way the way we started. We started with really difficult trying to hold this. Okay, so we started with this one here, then we moved to this one, and then to this one. So as you can kind of see the pattern, the steps, you know, but you trace all on top of you trace all of them on top of each other, and that is pretty much it for right now. Again, like I said, I will go into more detail on this next week, and that way you guys will be able to see me actually doing it, and we're gonna draw something that's like much better than this crappy hand. But again, like I said, it's just to get the idea across, so you guys can just something just to play around with, just at least play around with it until I put the other video up next week. Alright, so that's it for right now, guys. Thank you again for you guys being very supportive of my YouTube channel. It really means a lot, especially when you guys give like the thumbs ups and, you know, all that good stuff. It really helps because I said this in my last video, but I'll say it again. If you go and you search for Sketchbook Pro Android on in YouTube, I think at least it's showing on mine, but hopefully it's showing for your guys too. But mine's the first video to come up, so that's amazing. But I can only keep that going with you guys, like, you know, supporting my videos and giving me thumbs ups. And thank you again for you guys giving like the plays and stuff. You guys have been doing really good with those. So I've been putting up videos like at like I try to put them up around like 5:30 or something. But anyway, the next morning usually I check them. They're at least up to like 170 something, or sometimes 200, 300, and yeah. So that's really awesome. So I really appreciate that. And if you're new to my channel, if you're just now finding me, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. I'm always doing Sketchbook Pro tutorials, but I'm going to start doing a couple of other apps. There's just a couple that I'm playing around with, just so I want to see if it's worth me posting them. As far as doing like full-on tutorials and stuff, I always review apps. But I'm pretty sure the next one that I'll probably bring to my channel is ArtFlow. So yeah. Anyway, so again, please give the video a thumbs up. It would be awesome if we could hit at least 30 likes on this video. I think the other video is almost at 30 likes, so if you want to, you can go and help that one cross 30. So yeah, so I would just like to set some goals for each video. So if I could get at least like 200 to 300 videos or views on this video, that would be awesome. And again, I asked for these views so other people will be able to find them, because the higher the view count is, then the more popular the video becomes, and people are able to find these tutorials and my channel and stuff. So yeah, so you guys are awesome, and I'm sorry this video is like 8 minutes, but hey. Alright, so you guys have a good weekend, and I will talk to you next week, and you guys will see what tablet I got too. Alright?